Just updating the STEM students who are considering careers in science, tech, engineering, mathematics, and from the perspective of considering sales or business development. And what I like to say to students is, what is the next chapter? And when you're looking at your story, how do you future-proof? And how do you make the most of your skill sets? And when you're looking at the next steps in terms of education or internships or apprenticeships. And I'm here to talk to you about the opportunity, amazing, huge opportunity with tech sales. Get started with just a couple high-level concepts. One thing that everyone needs to keep in mind is that as previous generations experience, there might be a track for scientific or mathematics skills that were specific to roles, and then there were other roles that were more specific to emotional intelligence or your nurturing style or your capability to build relationships. Today's workforce actually needs to have a multifaceted approach, and when you understand that you need to combine those skills, that you need to be more fluid with technology as well as the ability to relate to others, that's when you get the golden ticket in terms of differentiating yourself in the marketplace. The other piece that you need to keep in mind is that because over the last 10 years we have had such a push for data and data analysis and data visualization, that is extremely important for you to understand in terms of your own productivity and in terms of the market conditions. And the ability for you to step back and look at metrics and be able to quantify metrics and assess data is extremely important to differentiate yourself in today's market. So what does it mean to be in today's market in terms of cross-functionality, and what do you need to prepare for? So 71% of the in-demand jobs, so jobs that pay really well and that have high growth and high management tracks, those are jobs that consistently have cross-functional skill sets. And what does that mean? So the ability to communicate. Selling is about negotiating, about identifying solutions, communicating that, working with others, and delivering a solution and delivering an outcome. So that's the ability to sell and create business with others. The other piece is that team spirit, or the ability to work with others, collaborate, or again, be able to assess the situation in terms of technology as well as assessing the functionality of the human aspect. So how do people relate to you, to your services, to your solutions? How are you going to leverage that in terms of personally making decisions and having other people make decisions towards a shared common goal? And the aspect of problem solving, so we all want smart, creative types that can look at how things work today and make it better. If you just think about Uber, which we're all very familiar with, nothing was new in terms of what they actually achieved in accomplishing. There was already technology in the market, apps in the market, and there were already car services, but what they understood was there was a way of leveraging an existing infrastructure, which is lots of people, driving their cars and connect them through technology apps to other people who need that service. And that's really what creative problem solving is all about, is looking at different opportunities within those growing markets that we're all living through. And the last piece that I'll touch upon is just the data analysis of information, being able to do predictive analytics, being able to assess analytics, and you're going to see more and more visualization in terms of how people understand. A great example is Snapchat today being, basically overpowering texting, because visualization is so much more of a strong communication piece. And so if you understand that visualization is a form of communication, a better form of communication, and the method that people want to experience, then you're going to understand that facets like augmented reality within the workplace, within a hospital, or within a med device company, or within a factory, all of that's going to transpire. And When you're able to understand what's in the market and then position your skills applying, that cross functionality that people want to hire for, you're going to get the highest demand jobs with the highest growth and the highest salary. And you look across the board, and this field of technology sales, and it's constantly moving with software as a service, it's a very attractive approach because you are applying so many aspects of value proposition to an organization. And when I step back and look at the art of the possible and why selling technology really creates this art of the possible, it's allowing you to communicate what is happening around you and also to assess how different market trends will impact the world we live. So if you look even back 5-7 years when speech recognition first comes to market, and now when your grandmother probably has an Alexa in her kitchen and uses it on a daily basis, we jump in our car and speech recognition is very much viable within automobiles. Now we've seen that transition happen with visualization tools like augmented reality, virtual reality, and how that enhances your experience. And once you understand these technologies, then you're going to be able to start positioning, have foresight into critical problems that you solve, that people will actually acquire those solutions, and that differentiates you in the market and opens up so many doors because we've just scratched the surface. We're really at the frontier of this transformation into a physical aspect. So everything that we've accomplished in the digital realm is going to be replicated in the physical realm as far as understanding of data, predicting data, being able to make smarter decisions. All of that is the next frontier, and I really encourage people to look towards these type of careers. In terms of specific skills to selling, you'll need to know tools like HubSpot or Salesforce.com, and there's a whole bunch of new AI technologies coming that enhance the tools in terms of you understanding people and their behavior, and then your ability to negotiate, to solve problems, but with looking at a value proposition and how you drive value and solve problems at the same time. That is all weaving into strategy, and that enables you to step back and connect dots, just like Uber did, where the market wasn't penetrated, but all the pieces were there. And putting together those pieces in a new way really resulted in disrupting a huge market that we all experience. And then just continuously communicate and practice communicating and practice the way you relate to other people and your emotional intelligence, which really means, do you have an understanding of somebody else and understand and prioritize how they feel or experience or are motivated in terms of making decisions. Last, I really think sales is an area, and tech sales in particular, that's fun and rewarding because you really are helping people and changing people's lives. Through the digital transformation, you're making people more aware, making them more data savvy, being able to make stronger decisions, being able to automate more. That really helps us be more productive and more effective and actually more safe in these environments. And I encourage all of you to connect with me if you have questions, you want an informational interview, you want some coaching, mentoring. I would love to connect with you, and I look forward to any opportunities to relate with you and to actually learn from you. So have a great day.